Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Turf Talk 101. Travon Smith right here, man. It's definitely a pleasure. And guess where we at right now? We all the way live in Virginia. We talking to my man right here, Mr. Dual Threat, Mr. Commit. We'll talk a little bit about that, but definitely a pleasure. I know you had a previous engagement, so we appreciate you for hanging out with us. But ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Nashon Wilson. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Man, I'm good. It's definitely a pleasure, and I appreciate you hanging out with us from Virginia to California. So let's get some of these California kids to know who you are. Go ahead and introduce yourself. What high school you at? What some of your accolades? We talked about some of the championships and stuff like that. And tell me a little bit about your stats, man.
I'm Nashon Wilson. The last school I played football for was Mount Zion Prep, but I'm graduating from Rise Hybrid, which is like they they both work hand in hand for my graduating and playing football. Uh, I'm two times All State. Um, I've been to two state championships. I won one. My stats, off the top of my head, I believe are 4,660 passing yards, about 2,300 rushing, and about 47 total touchdowns.
Hey, my man, all the way down Virginia, getting it in. And we appreciate you hanging out with Turf Talk. Um, let's talk a little bit about last year was your senior season, correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the mind state and the mind frame going into your senior season because I know you have to have a strong foundation and family support system in order for you to put up those kind of numbers and you know what I'm saying and beat two-time state CIF champion, all that stuff. So talk a little bit about your off season and the mentality and what you. Let's talk first about the mentality that you want to go in with it, and then second, I want you to talk about what you put your body through in order to go through the seasons for what you do.
So the mentality was just really wanting to win it all. That was the whole mentality. It was the last season. Definitely had something to prove. Like my recruiting, nothing was really like moving, so it definitely had something to prove. Just like wanting to put my name on the map, uh, and the school that I was at, wanting to put them on the map too. It was just like nobody could stop us type of mentality. It was just like it was like a crazy drive, and like we put our bodies through so many hours just to play 2 hours on a Saturday or a Friday night. So it definitely was a lot, but it was definitely worth it and fun. It was most definitely fun.
Yes, sir. Especially being a dual threat quarterback. Talk to the audience a little bit about being a dual threat quarterback with over 4,000 yards passing, 2,000 yards rushing, 47 touchdowns, things like that. As far as breaking down the pocket, sometimes how do you know when it's time to break down? How do you know when it's time to sit in there and all the way to the end? Talk to us a little bit about the pocket read.
Um, so really, it's just like it's mostly just me going through my reads, but it's weird almost. It's like I can feel when the pocket is breaking down, and like you just gotta like get out. It's kind of like it's just like you feel it. It's like it's like all right, I gotta get out. Like something's going wrong. I gotta get out the pocket. I gotta do something on my feet. Gotta, but I like to pass first, so
Mhm.
that is really like what I like to do, and then my my running is just like it's like a special ability from God, really. Like he he gifted me with it, so that's what I'm gonna use it.
Yes, sir. And what tell us your height and weight so people know exactly the stain the statue we're talking about.
So I'm 6'2", weigh 185 right now.
Okay, 6'2", 185. So that's a dude you don't want to get to let the see get green grass and get out in the wild because you already know he's gonna start acting up because 6'2" means fast and a lengthy stride. So we definitely don't want you to get the train running. Um,
Yes,
so
sir.
let's talk a little bit about your workout. Like, what do you do for your workout in the off season? I have a chance to see some of it. I know you're going through some of the best training you can get, but just tell the people a little bit about some things you do that that's part of your heart and your core of your workouts in the off season.
Um, so I have two trainers. I have my quarterback trainer, and I have um, my weight and conditioning trainer. So um, my weight and conditioning trainer, we do everything from RDLs, like for my hamstrings, core, tighten up my core. Core is a big thing needed for quarterbacks when throwing the ball. It's not just their arm; it's everything. It's your whole body, which a lot of people don't really know. But we do arms, like overhead press, bench. I don't really use a real bench, but I use dumbbells because uh, I'm not really sure why, but my coach says that it's better for my shoulders and the flexibility because I am a quarterback. Um, conditioning, just like running, um, uh, hills, uh, pushing sleds, pulling
I got
sleds,
you. I
all
got you.
that.
Yes, sir.
With my QB trainer, we do pretty much everything from the pocket collapsing, from the standing in the pocket, going on the run, or just like, you know, just working on different arm angles, getting around defenders, and, just stuff like that. And also
Okay.
with him, we do film and
Yeah.
breaking down defenses and just everything that a quarterback needs to know.
Yeah, smart young man right here, Mr. Nashon Wilson, two times all state, one time a state championship, down all the way down in Virginia, checking in with Turf Talk 101. Let's talk about the season. So we know when you get the schedule, all the coaches get the schedule right about now and stuff. It just so happens to be right about now the time. You look at the schedule going into last year. You know it's games that you should win, and then it's games that you like. Okay, we got to get ready for that.
Yeah.
When you seen the schedule last year going into your senior year, what'd you think? Like, hey, we walking through this, we got this, or what was the hiccups that you knew were going to happen? Because we don't know from California, we don't know anything about Virginia football. So go ahead and talk to us.
Okay, so I actually played for two schools my senior year. My first school I was at St. Michael the Archangel. I started off there, and then during the middle of the year, I transferred to Mount Zion Prep, where I played a national schedule
Okay.
with teams from all over, like IMG, who everybody knows, St.
Okay.
Francis, like people like that. But when I was at St. Michael's, the schedule, I mean, we thought we were going to run through the whole schedule, and we pretty, or we pretty much did. And then I left. They continued to do good, but unfortunately, they lost the state championship to a team that we had beat earlier in the season when I was there.
Hmm.
A team name called Benedictine, and
Okay.
we lost. The first year I was at St. Michael's, we beat them, and then the second year we lost to them, and then the third year was more like our get back, like really just showing them.
Okay.
And then there's this team called McDonough from Maryland, and we knew it was going to be like a hard game. We ended up losing by 1 point. Um, it, it was 8-9.
Yeah.
That was the score, 8-9. We lost by 1 point. And then after we played Paul VI, which they're not really so nationally known for football, but they offer basketball. So that might be a name that you might know. Um, I transferred to Mount Zion. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play IMG, but we played this school from New Jersey called the Hun.
Hmm.
They were the number two team in Jersey when we played them. A good school. Um, we played St. Francis regional team
Okay.
twice, and then we went to the state championship and we played a Canadian team
Okay.
full of mostly college guys.
Yeah.
We
Yeah. Yeah.
lost, but it was still a fun experience.
Okay. So during like let's get to the transfer over there at Mount Zion. Now you're in your, I guess, your second part of the season. What are some things you're preparing for? Because now you're playing on a national kind of like schedule, playing different teams in different states, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what's some of the things you're going through in your head as far as that? Do you change the way you play, or are you more detailed? What's going on with that? Because you're going to a bigger stage, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. It was a big
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah.
So for me, uh, I don't really think it was changing the way I played, but more like it was more light on me. I guess is a way that you should put it. Because the school that I was at, it was more. I wasn't always able to show how good of a quarterback that I was or how good of a leader I was. But at Mount Zion, that all had to change. Like the program, um, I liked the coaches, but the program wasn't like the best. So
Okay,
I was able to get in there and help with like a culture and the kids there, and also with the coaches. So I definitely had to learn um, how to be a leader more. I got able to bring out my quarterback side more, and just
okay.
like you know, it
I
was
got
nothing that I wasn't prepared for, but
yeah.
it was definitely an experience being there.
Definitely. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, it's Turf Talk 101. We're talking to Mr. Nashon Wilson, all the way down in the VA, Virginia. If you didn't know, two-time All CIF and one-time state champion. Talk about the latter part of his high school career at Mount Zion. I know you made a commit. You committed. Talk a little bit about some of the schools that you were talking to, or maybe even discussing options with, and then why you committed, where you committed, and who you committed to.
So I committed to Virginia State University.
Okay.
Um, I committed there. I had another offer at the time, University of Charleston. Um, both these two, I wasn't sure where I wanted to go, but really God pointed me in the direction of Virginia State. So that was a big thing in choosing where I'm going to commit to. But I did my sophomore year. I did get a Division I scholarship, but the coach ended up leaving
Yeah.
not too long after I got the scholarship
Got it.
from Akron, and then I got another offer from Howard my
Yeah.
uh, in between my junior and senior year, and then one of the coach that was recruiting me and stuff like that ended up leaving again.
Okay.
So it
It
wasn't as
happens.
much for
It,
for me to do there. So
but the way everything is set up now, you know how it's set up. You go to school, get your bars up, raise your value, then you go do what you got to do. I'm not saying people should be for or against it, but I believe that it's truly important for young athletes to do what's important for them, right? As
it
long as
definitely
not
is.
as long as not too much egos involved, but if they feel like another situation is better, do what's important for you. But man, I appreciate you hanging out with us. Turf Talk 101, all the way down in Virginia with Mr. Nashon Wilson, two times all state, one time state champion. Anything you want to let the people know besides myself and the Californian kids out here? What's something we should know about Virginia football down there?
Uh, I mean, we got some dogs down here too. That's really nice. We got some dogs down here too. A lot of them is overshadowed. We don't get much shine, but
Yeah,
trust, you not. It's not just so easy football over here.
I got you. I appreciate you, man. Hey, take care of you and the family, and hey, don't change on me, man. Don't be acting different on me. I'm gonna keep checking up on you. So
Yes, sir.
keep us posted, man, and we appreciate you hanging out with us. Turf Talk 101.